Hey everyone, it's Nikki Rowley, and in this video I will be sharing with you how you can purchase your GoDaddy hosting and domain name. So let's begin. The first thing that you will see when you arrive at GoDaddy.com is a screen that looks quite similar to this. You may notice that you will see a different image because GoDaddy does go through the process of rotating images in and out, so of course don't be alarmed if you see something here that looks a lot different from before, but the basics of navigating within GoDaddy are pretty much always the same. The first thing you're going to do is you will click on Menu, and then from there you will see there are differentiating items up here. So there are domain names, websites, WordPress hosting, web security, online marketing, email, and phone numbers. So really you can buy anything that you want. But it is important to know that only certain things would probably be best for your particular project. So more than likely, if you are working with luxurious web design, we would have given to you the instruction on what it is that would be best that you purchase. An example is if we are building your website with WordPress, we will have you purchase WordPress hosting. But if, let's say, for instance, if you were building a website using Joomla or Drupal or some other type of coding, we may just have you get regular hosting. For the process of showing how you will buy something, we will go ahead and purchase WordPress hosting, and that's because that's a very common purchase. So the first thing I will do is I will click on WordPress. Then from there I will click on WordPress hosting. If you were to go to something else like domains or online marketing, you can kind of see how this drop down is the same. So for WordPress, I will click on WordPress hosting. And then from there, I will scroll down and I will select the plan that works best. So with all of these plans, you can only host either only one or two websites. And that is very common, of course, if you have the need for having several websites that goes beyond, let's say, the number of 2 or 3, I would have you get regular hosting. But for just one, I would go ahead and just get the basic. I will add to cart. Then from there, I will follow the prompts. Now, if you do want to sign up for, let's say, 36 months or 24, you can, but I would always recommend doing 12. And that's just if in the instance you don't like your, website hosting after a year, or if you have different plans, you'll have an easier time just allowing the hosting to expire as opposed to breaking yourself out of a 24 or 36 month commitment. Not saying that you can't do that. It's just usually a little bit easier to allow it to expire after a year. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I will scroll down a tad bit more. I have the option for securing the site. I won't select any of these right now, but you can. Having an SSL certificate is recommended, so if you do have an e-commerce store, I would of course say add that, but you can add that later again if you'd like. I will click on continue. And then from there it asks me if I want a free domain name. So a lot of the time when you are purchasing a hosting account with GoDaddy, they look at that as where you need a domain name as well, because this process is completely new for you. Now, if you already have a domain name, you can still get this free domain name. You would just use your old domain name and have this one that you added on, which is free. I mean, it is something that's free, so you can go ahead and progress with either using it or not. So I'll put something in there. Let's say that's mydomainname.com, and I can search to see if it's available. And it is, so then I will select here for select and continue. It's added. So then from there, you will see a screen that looks like this. It's now time to check out. You have your 12 months for your hosting. You have your email address and your free domain name. And then when you scroll down, you see the total here. Now, if in the instance you needed to do this for several websites, you would simply go back here to WordPress and you would go through this entire process again, whether it be for WordPress or domains or let's say email. You would go ahead and add whatever you need to the cart following the prompts, and then you would check here under your items to see if everything's listed that you need. To delete something out, you can click on delete, okay? And then if you are happy with what you see, you would then go ahead and progress to check out. So you would go ahead and either sign in to an existing account or you would create a new account. Now there is one thing I do want to point out that is a special treat that I share with all of my clients is that there is an option to put in a promo code. So we do continual promo code research at Luxurious Web Design to bring optimal savings to our clients. So if you are signing up, you will more than likely receive from us an email that has a promo code that will reduce the cost of your hosting. Right now, I do have a promo code, so I will paste that in and I will click apply. And then from there, I will click X, and notice how you see the total went from about 70 something to 1218. Yes, this is the total for the entire year. So when you do sign up for GoDaddy, a lot of their promo rates are amazing. Sometimes you can get your hosting, email, and domain name for well under $20 for the first year. And then of course it renews at the regular rate, but that is good to go ahead and always check to see is that if there is a promo code, and if there is, we'll give that to you. It is important to know that you don't have to wait for us to send you a promo code. Right here on this tab, you can simply go to Google and type in GoDaddy promo code and search through what you need. So you may have to go to the process of researching, differentiating promo codes based on all the things you have in your cart. But usually the first couple of providers being, let's say, Geek News Centrals or RetailMeNot or Coupons.com are great providers, and you can test them out until it gets lower to the amount that you're desiring of paying. And again, once you have everything in your promo code, you will create your account or you will sign in and you will check out.